This is 34 News Update with Abby Rosenblatt and Kara Caskew with the news, Rosanna Rice-Gossin with arts and entertainment, and Dennis Evans with sports. And now, from Studio B at Scotch Plains Fanwood High School, here is Abby Rosenblatt and Kara Caskew.
Hello and welcome to 34 News Update. I'm Abby Rosenblatt, and unfortunately, Kara Caskew cannot be with us today. This is a season for SGA elections. While candidates are fighting for the position, posters are going up all over the school. Now let's go on location for more about this story.
They all pretty much equal in status, but there's just some like Commissioner of Information, Commissioner of Legislation, President of Finances, President of Public Relations, stuff like that.
All right, cool. And when's the election coming up?
The week after we get back from break is going to be primary elections.
All right, good luck, and now back to studio.
After English class, junior Lauren Belford told Miss Woody about being pen pals with Marines in Iraq that are friends with her brother Brad Belford. Woody asked all English teachers to take 10 minutes out of their class to allow students to write a letter to troops. Their goal is to hopefully have full school participation and send out the bulk mailing before spring break. They want letters offer words of encouragement, support, and appreciation.
Hi, this is Nicole Dior reporting for 34 News, and I'm here with Lauren Belford. So, Lauren, I heard you just recently had a really good idea. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I had an idea. I talked to Miss Whitty, my English teacher, about writing letters to the soldiers across seas. I thought it'd be good to show them our support, and Miss Whitty hopped on it and talked to the fellow English teachers, and everyone wrote letters.
Okay, that's really good. And how did you come up with this idea?
My brother's a U.S. Marine, and I said that I think it would be a really good idea if we supported him and his fellow soldiers.
Okay, and how was the outcome of all these letters?
They were pretty good. Everyone wrote a lot of letters, and it was really nice. And it was really appreciated that they didn't tell whether they supported the war or not, because that was the only restriction. They just told whether they gave support for the soldiers, and that was really nice of them that they put their time into it.
Okay, well, congratulations on that really good idea. And we're all praying for your brother's safe return. And this has been Nicole Duria, and now back to the studio.
Now let's go to Rosanna for arts and entertainment.
Thank you, Abby. On April 10th, 300 students from Scotch Plains Fanwood High School went to Boston, Massachusetts for the annual music festival for the 19th year. The students spent 4 days there, each practiced something new and exciting. On Thursday, they watched the Celtics unfortunately lose the basketball game. On Friday, they went on a 2-hour cruise, the Spirit of Boston, along the Boston Harbor, where they had lunch and dinner. Later, they spent 2 hours at the White Cliff Banquet Hall, having dinner, dancing, and singing karaoke. Saturday, 10 groups performed, including the Moonglowers Concert Band and full choir. On Sunday, they received their awards. Scotch Plains Fanwood High School walked away with a total of 26 awards, which are currently decorating the main office. Soloist awards were given to Twan Nagin for Outstanding Vocalist, Stephen Cooney for Outstanding Soloist in the Moonglowers, Delsa Slav for Best Accompanist, and the Moonglowers won Best Trumpet, Trombone, Saxes, and Rhythm. Overall, the trip was a success. Now let's go on location with one of the band members.
I'm reporting for 34 News, and I'm here with Tim Sanders, and we're in the main office where all the trophies are being held, and Tim just got back from the band trip. How'd that go?
We did pretty good. We won a total of 26 trophies, I believe.
And here are some of the trophies all around the main office over here. And who are some of the solo winners?
Delsa Salah won Best Accompanist, and Steve Cooney won Best Soloist for saxophone.
And what were some of the other activities you guys did while you were there?
We took a day and went to the Quincy Market for a couple hours, and then we went to the Boston Celtics game that night.
Sounds good. Congratulations. Now back to studio.
It's time for the annual Mrs. Fifi High contest. Any male sophomore, junior, or senior may participate. All Mrs. Fifi High contestants must get a school, club, or team to sponsor them, get a legitimate charity to raise money for, and have a talent. The biggest part of the contest is to see how much money they can raise. The contestants will be judged on 5 categories: the swimwear, evening wear, their talent, how much money they raise, and how they answer SGA's interesting questions. Come check it out on Thursday, May 29th at 7 p.m. Admission is $3. Now let's go to Ed Madden for this week's Critics Corner.
Okay, Ed Madden here with another installment of Critics Corner, and today I'll be reporting with Ed's Box. I saw Anger Management, and I thought it was pretty good. Adam Sandler's your average Adam Sandler movie. It wasn't like laugh out loud throughout the whole thing, but there were a lot of good chuckles throughout it. The ending was really ridiculous. My favorite part was Jack Nicholson's facial expressions. He's a scary looking guy. But let's see what Ed's Box gave the movie. He gave it a B, so I think that's pretty fair. It's something to check out. You're not missing out if you wait to rent it, though. But so let's go back to the studio.
Now let's go to Weekend Preview with Angela and Eddie.
Hello and welcome to Weekend Preview. I'm Angela Minio. This week in movies, we have Bulletproof Monk, A Mighty Wind, Anger Management, Holes, and Amanda Part. If you want to rent a video this weekend, you can rent Red Dragon, Ghost Ship, Friday After Next, 8 Mile, or Made in Manhattan. That's all for Weekend Preview. Now let's go back to the studio.
Now let's go to Dennis with sports.
Thanks, Abby. The Raider boys baseball season in full swing. After most of the year being delayed because of bad weather, the team defeated Cranford on Monday 3-2. Senior Steven Petruka pitched the gem, leading the Raiders to the victory. The win puts the team at a 3-0 mark for the year. For more on his game, let's go to On Location.
34 News, and I'm here with Steve Petruka, member of the boys baseball team. So how's your season going so far?
Oh, we're doing real well. We're right now we're 5-0. We had a pretty hectic week. We had like 4 games this week, but we won all of them against good county rivals. So we're off to a good start.
And how'd your Cranford game go?
Cranford, we played on Monday. It went real well. We beat them 3-2. They always put out a good team. They're always one of our top rivals, and we got the better of them. It was a good all-around game for us.
And I heard you had a recent injury with one of your players, Dave Senator. How's he doing?
Dave's doing good. He hurt his eye. He in practice. He should be back next week. We really need him. It'll be a big boost when we get him back because everyone's been burnt from pitching. But I wish him a speedy recovery.
Okay, good luck. Now back to the studio.
The softball team has begun the year 2-1. With a strong lineup and pitching staff, captains Lindsey Pinella and Caleb McNellis feel that this is going to be their year. For more on their team and the season, let's go to On Location.
One of the captains of the girls softball team, Caleb McNellis. So how's your season going so far?
We started off pretty well, winning 2 games in a row. Bridgewater was a big win, but we lost the last 3 games.
And who are some of your key players this season?
Some of the key players would be Lindsey Pinella, the other captain, Kelly Lusk, Shania Willis, Laura Manzi.
And do you have any games that you're looking forward to this season?
Well, there's a GL game over spring break, and that's going to be a big game.
Good luck with that. Now back to the studio.
The 2003 campaign with a strong 3-0 start. Led by Jack Davis, Michael Sprung, Matt Snatwane, and Rob Maroney, the team looks solid this spring. Matt Snatwane feels that the Raiders can match up with anyone in their conference. For more, let's go to On Location.
This is Mike Desane reporting for 34 News, and I'm here, member of the golf team, Max. So how's your season going so far?
Oh, it's going pretty good.
And have you had any key games so far?
No, none yet.
And who do you think are some of your big players this year?
The number 2 player, Mike Sprung, and number 3 player, Jack Davis. And then we got a couple up-and-comers, Rob Maroney and Brian Mutler.
Okay. Good luck with the season. Now back to the studio.
So for sports, now back to you, Abby.
Thank you, Dennis. Now let's go to the quote of the week. Now let's go to weekend weather with Hurricane Heffler.
Folks, this is Hurricane Heff here with your weekend weather. On Friday, it's going to be a high of 48 and a low of 39. On Saturday, it's going to be a high of 63 and a low of 48. And then on Sunday, it's going to be cloudy with a little bit of rain, high of 52 and a low of 42. This has been Hurricane Heff here on the Auto Shops station wagon. Now, back to the studio.
Watching 34 News Update. Enjoy your spring break.
This has been an SPF ETV production. Channel 34.